You all right?
Well, I'm tired. A little down, but other than that...
I shouldn't have left you on your own this week. No matter what's going on between us, it was wrong of me to do that.
Well, you're here now, and that's what counts.
Back inside. Court's about to reconvene.
Oh, well, now there's something to look forward to.
Cheer up. Our next witness is about to blow a hole a mile wide in Nikki's case. I call Dr. Martha James to the stand.
Who's she? Psychiatrist my father made me see after my mother died. Why did you tell me about her? I forgot. I only saw her for a couple months and we didn't talk about anything important. There's nothing to worry about.
I have a serious problem with this witness, Your Honor. Dr. James is a psychiatrist. Any testimony she can give regarding the plaintiff is privileged information.
I asked the court to admit Dr. James's testimony since Dr. Hardy's testimony has already been admitted to the court. Anyway, don't jump to conclusions, Counselor. Dr. James isn't here to give testimony regarding the plaintiff.
Well, then what?
Dr. James met years ago with Miss Langton's parents, David and Christine. Since they're both deceased, those sessions are no longer bound by the rules of confidentiality. Where are you licensed to practice?
Maryland, New York, and Delaware. My practice is based in Washington, D.C.
You counseled Miss Langton's parents some time ago.
1980. Nikki was 8 years old.
Can you tell us why the Langtons felt they needed to come to you for help?
For their child, Nikki was stealing on a regular basis. She was taking money from her mother's purse, costume jewelry. She was also setting fires.
She's making that up. She's crazy.
Neither parent really knew how to deal with the problem.
What about Nikki's mother? Could you tell us how she felt about her daughter's problems?
Worried, unable to cope. Eventually, they just gave up and sent Nikki away to boarding school.
Did Mrs. Langton love her daughter?
Objection. If this testimony isn't governed by confidentiality, it should be treated as hearsay, Your Honor.
Dr. James, do you have records of your sessions with the Langtons?
Oh, yes, I keep meticulous records of all my therapy.
All right, objection overruled. You can answer the question, Doctor.
I felt that Nikki's mother loved her in her own way. But it's my opinion that Nikki and her parents never really functioned well as a family unit.
I object to this line of questioning. It's sheer speculation.
Miss Langton's claim for damages is based on this portrait of an idyllic family life presented by herself and her counsel. The defense wants to show that this claim is grossly exaggerated.
All right, objection overruled. You can continue, counsel.
Nikki eventually became your patient. How did that happen?
Mr. Langton insisted. Her mother, Nikki's mother, Christine, died in a fire. And Mr. Langton was afraid that in one way or another that Nikki was responsible for her mother's death.
Objection, Your Honor! That's a lie! That's a disgusting lie! Order in the court. You heard Nikki testify that she had a loving relationship with her family. Now, aren't her feelings about her family relationship just as valid as her parents' feelings?
I can't refute Nikki's version of her family life, but her claim seems highly unlikely in view of the fact that Mr. Langton and his wife, Christine, admitted to me that they were having terrible concern about being able to love their daughter. Their fears were deeply rooted, and they held little hope for change.
Thank you, Doctor. No further questions.
Plus, in our last sessions, Nikki and I talked about the fact that her father had a belief that in one way or another that she was responsible for her mother's death.
Request answer to be stricken, Your Honor.
Request denied.
Thank you. No further questions?
All right, Dr. James, you may step down.
Defense recalls Dr. Eric Simpson, Your Honor. Dr. Simpson, you've already testified regarding David Langton's heart surgery where you assisted Dr. Quartermain.
Yes, sir. As I testified earlier, we all knew it was going to be very difficult because it was an emergency and we didn't have a medical history on the patient.
Start when you were well into it, at the point just before things started going wrong. What happened?
Well, Dr. Quartermain realized that there was something strange happening.
What?
Well, the tissue surrounding the aorta was very mushy and soft looking.
Anything else?
The artery was almost 90% blocked.
You've had a long time to reflect since the surgery, right?
That seems to be all I've been doing lately.
Have you given any thought to what might have caused the softness in the tissue or the blockage?
I suppose it could be a chance that it would signify a pre-existing heart condition that possibly was never found prior.
Now, Mr. Stockton, are you able to substantiate this theory? I assume that there's some medical evidence.
Your Honor, all the evidence we have is in David Langton's medical file. Unfortunately, crucial pathology slides made during autopsy are missing.
Missing?
Yes, it's very puzzling, Your Honor.
Well, I'll need time to study this material. In the meantime, it's late. But rather than adjourning, I'm going to call a recess. I want to stay on this until I reach a decision.
All rise.
Things looking up.
Certainly, since yesterday.
I should have been here. I'm sorry.
You're hurt, Alan, and I'm responsible for that.
Responsible or not, Monica, I'm an adult. I should have been able to handle it better. We have so many years, so much history.
Yes, we do.
Much I'm very happy. As far as our problems, every marriage has them. But right now, AJ and Jason need us, and they're more important than we are.
That's true.
So our situation is going to have to go on hold for a while.
I understand. I do love you.
All rise. Hearing this court is now in session. Honorable Judge Parker presiding.
You'll all be seated. We'll resume this hearing. I have reviewed David Langton's medical records, and they give me reason to believe that he could have suffered from a pre-existing undiagnosed heart condition. However, with the missing slides, there is only one way to confirm the existence of this condition once and for all. A second autopsy must be performed. Therefore, it is the order of this court that the body of David Langton be exhumed immediately.
All rise.
Monica, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Oh, Helen.
It's all right. It's all right. Everything's going to be fine. It's almost over. It's okay.